Hey SVC fans, Shayne Combs, SVC Sports Zone, coming back to you here, a little Sports Talk Plus as we get going here in the fall season. It's exciting. It's exciting. You know, we had the football Friday night, and the way they've moved the schedule around for that, it's kind of made it weird. Seems like the SVC volleyball preview is forever ago, and we're finally going to get things underway here in the upcoming week. And you know, as I look at volleyball, as people's followed the website over the 12, 13 years that we did that with SVC Sports Talk as well, and then we moved to the channel here. You know that other than the sports I coach myself, I love SVC volleyball. It's a great thing to follow. It's a great thing to cover, and I think we certainly have two elite teams at the top this year. When I think of the Adena Warriors and the Unioto Lady Shermans there, I tell you, it's the Unioto team jumps out at you immediately when you think about what they have coming back. There's experience everywhere. You know, Coach Hutton, obviously on his outside there with Cutright and Stewart, and then, you know, even in the middle with great size and experience with Park and then, you know, Detweiler, and then there's Stawley at the net, and you know, he used the two setters last year with Marshall and Wetzel, and then they're so deep in the back row. I know they had the loss of Coleman, but you know, you look at Miller and their spec that's been on varsity forever, and then Daniels really came on last year. Looks like her role is going to increase. You know, she started getting utilized with her serve a year ago. Coach Hutton does a real nice job teaching with the serving, variety of serves. When you think back to his Elite Eight runs with Southeastern, and then blocking is another thing that jumps out. And I think he has a lot of versatility that they're going to really shine in those particular areas. And you know, they're obviously going to try to take down the long time, you know, standard in the SVC, which is obviously Adena and Coach Smith. And you know, with Adena, everyone knows in my coverage, it always starts with great setter play with Grace Townsend there. She was just terrific last year. And you know, now she's going to transition in her leadership. She says goodbye to two elite hitters with Vogelsong and Burns graduating. But what happens with Adena? Their staple has always been their skill set. You know, their ability to pass it, their ability to set it. And you know, with Balsert coming back, leading a long list of elite passers there with Adena, and then Townsend taking that second ball every time, it puts Adena in a great position to bring along some young hitters who I think are going to really have breakout seasons and so forth. When you think of you know, Kruger and Burns and Day and Preston, and again, I'm probably missing some, you know, off the top of my head, but like, it's just, there's a little bit more depth there than you think, and it's kind of like in great programs, a lot of times what happens is you wait your turn, and then now it's their turn to step forward and shine a little bit. And people always say, well, Shane, why do you go to the setter position so much? Well, to me, in my point guard background, it's more of that point guard quarterback of it all. That setter taking that second ball, especially in the 5-1 attack like Townsend, the pass doesn't have to be quite as perfect. The good setter has the ability to put the ball in the proper spot for each type of hitter. I love some of the pace Adena played with in the middle when I had a chance to see them in the preseason. I think that chemistry is only going to grow as time goes. So there's a lot of length there. I love the SVC volleyball depth in the league. Again, I think 3 through 8 will have plenty of success throughout the non-league and into the tournament as always. But I will say these two teams at the top, they don't have a lot of holes. So this could come down. I think Unioto Adena play really early, like that first week, and then they'll play again later in September. This could be one of those unique situations where it's that head-to-head 14-0, 13-1, 12-2 type splits where, now again, that's not to say another team couldn't get them, because in SVC volleyball, we know how hard it is every night. Every Tuesday, Thursday, especially on the road, is very, very hard. But these are going to be two teams that are difficult to take down in that best 3 to 5. So looking forward to cover that. I always appreciate Dr. Chris Good and his support of the channel that allows us to bring these things to you and to put these things together. Always follow John Bruce and some of the things he's doing online there to highlight the kids as well. I think also golf's another thing. You know, SVC Sports Zone's always followed. Remember my connection with Kevin Schultz and Crown Hill through some of our sponsorship. He's been telling me for years, yeah, Shane, we've just wait, there's some Westfall kids coming, and well, I think we're starting to find out that he was not lying, that there's a nice depth of young kids coming up there in the golf league with Westfall Golf as they look to challenge Unioto in the long-time tradition that they've had. So a lot of neat things going on in the fall. Make sure on the channel here you subscribe. Check out the Week 1 football recap that that I'll have out on the channel, and then my brother Matt and I, we do the Expanding the Zone podcast for those of you interested in things like that with leadership and some connection to the sports world and so forth. So again, looking forward to getting it going here starting this upcoming week. We'll have something going on every night, so we'll try to make sure that we're coming to you and covering the kids as much as possible here on the channel. Thanks, everyone.